Well, the city of Toledo plans on spending more than $915 million in this year's operating budget. Council approving that money last night. It's an increase of around $25 million from last year. Kaylee Kirby, she joins us live after talking with some council members about this budget. Kaylee, not everybody was on board with this year's budget, right?
Yeah, that's right, Jeff. There are two members of council who voted no yesterday on the city budget, one of them being Katie Moline. She says we overspent last year and we are likely to do the same thing again this year. But not everyone agrees with her either. Some of the council members think that we could keep it under control. Toledo City Councilwoman Katie Moline is not happy with this year's budget. She's one of two members who voted no, and it's the second year she's done that.
We are operating with a structural deficit in our general fund, and what that means is that we're basically spending more money than we're bringing in. So the way we balance it is by taking money from our capital improvement fund, which could be used for roads, it could be used for buildings.
She says there are significant issues with it, some of which she pointed out last year that she says are back again. On the other side of the vote is Councilmember Sir Sandra McPherson, who said yes to it, but knows there may be more questions down the road.
For me, this is just it. It's just a preliminary budget because everything then has to come back through council for approval. So that's why I voted to support the budget as it is.
The last 4 years, the city's budget has gone up by more than $100 million. Both council members say historically, public safety is one of the biggest chunks. And right now, it accounts for about 60% of this year's spending.
It is a huge spendage, and we recognize that. But that is not the department that we can cut when people are concerned about public safety. So we have to increase our classes.
McPherson says to offset that chunk of money, other items and budgets will have to be scrutinized. But Moline says she doesn't think this budget is sustainable and that the city will overspend just like last year.
I think we also just need to do our due diligence. The council needs oversight on all these expenditures we have, whether it's with third-party contracts or other various expenditures. We're clearly not living within our means, and we need to really take a look at it before it gets to the point that we have very painful decisions to make.
Now, both Moline and McPherson agree that City Council and the city need to be very diligent about where we're spending money and how we're spending money. And they both say that we need to make sure more money is not going out than what is coming in. Reporting live in downtown Toledo, Kaylee Kirby, WTOL 11.
Well, there is no money in the budget dedicated for the Save the Community program for this year. The group is currently funded with American Rescue Plan money, but that money runs out at the end of this year, and there is no money allocated to continue the program after that. The Violence Intervention Program is aimed at reducing gun violence by mediating conflicts and identifying people who are high risk.